Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the WBO Global Welterweight Championship. Please welcome the undefeated challenger as he makes his way to the ring from Bermondsey, London, England. Please welcome Chris "Too Slick" Kongo.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's edition of Express Yourselves, where we're here live at Canary Wharf, a talk show where it's all about reality. You only express yourselves. We take away the yourself to bring yourself. Do you get it? Nah, you're going to get it. So tonight we have Mr. Chris Kongo, Mr. WBO Chris Kongo.
Yes,
welcome to the show, Mr. Kongo.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for having me on the show.
How's your day been today?
It's been alright, just chilled out really, not too bad, yeah.
Sunday. Today's
It's
a
one of
Sunday,
them-
guys.
them
So
chilled
we've got
vibes.
Mr. Kongo on a Sunday.
Of course.
What do you usually do on your Sunday if you wasn't here?
Chill and relax. So if I'm in camp, Sundays are my days off, so I just chill out.
Oh, wow. Now, I'd just like to inform you guys that this man that you're not looking at, undefeated. Can we get the belt, please? Undefeated.
Yeah.
Recently has fought Mr. Clay, I believe.
Yeah,
Clay.
Luther Clay, yeah.
Luther Clay, and it was one to watch. Watch out for the next part after the break, because we're going to flash up some images and ask Mr. Kongo what was he thinking when he was punching Mr. Clay on the face. Because when I watched it, I was like, ooh, you know, like that. So how did you feel when you was in the ring?
I felt alright. I think the first couple rounds I was quite nervous. Reason being, I was out for 16 months, so I didn't have a fight for 16 months. So when I got back in there, it kind of felt new to me. But I took my time, gained my momentum, and then when I started letting my punches go and I was finally back in there doing what I do, everything just flowed.
I really loved it. If you have not watched the fight, you don't need to tune into YouTube. I'm going to put up the link at the end of this, and you don't need to watch it. Now, another thing I wanted to discuss with Mr. Chris was just to think a bit about who he is. We're going to look at what Mr. Kongo really feels about certain things.
Yeah.
We're going to dig in deep about how he feels about certain things. How do you feel about like life in general? Can I just bring in, like, for example, like saying that you've been out of the fight for like 16 months, you said?
Yeah.
And then coming back in the ring and having to verse somebody who wasn't, like, I believe he had more.
He was top 10 in Britain.
Yes, top 10 in Britain, because I was doing my research and then I saw what Mr. Kongo was after. But when he came out, he just looked so eased. Like, how can you look so eased knowing what he was going into?
This is what I do. I mean, there's not that I don't know anything else apart from boxing for me. So this is my life. This is what I love doing. It's a passion. It's a hobby, you know. And I just said to myself that this is my time, and I've been out for so long. Just go there and do what I need to do, you know. And that's what I've done.
And obviously, God bless this man, because you lot
course.
need to watch the blows. I keep saying is you lot need to watch the blows, because the blows were serious. Mr. Chris,
Yes.
blows were very serious.
Thank you.
Now, another name that Mr. Chris holds is Too Slick.
Yeah.
Too Slick is because the way he moves is slick. Now, Mr. Chris, I want to explain to people, watching the match as a woman, you feel like, what are they doing to themselves? Like, what the flip is going on that?
Yeah.
In the ring, it's like you're seeing just men just handling themselves, and it's just, for me, sorry to say, but I find it painful. I couldn't imagine my son in that sport. How does your family feel when you come out and you're entering that sport and you're going in that ring knowing that you might come home and your face is not going to look the same?
No, I'm coming home and my face is looking the same. I don't know about anyone else,
I
but
love his confidence.
I
love his confidence.
I've been taught a different way. I've been taught a different style of boxing, and for me, is defense, hit and not be hit. So that's what I've been taught. But at the same time, you can go in the ring and you can get yourself hurt at times. So I do know that's the risk, and I do know that can happen, and that's the risk I'm willing to take.
Obviously, when you're doing such a sport, I think is a high risk. That risk, I mean, like, to be able to come out with no like marks on you, maybe just a few bruises because maybe you got a few blows. Obviously, it's a manly fight. I think it's a big achievement, and like, I'm not gonna lie, I admire you for that one.
Thank you.
I really do. And then another thing as well that I was going to say, talking about how you love your passion, is I love the way the commentators kept on saying this man is built and he fights by the textbook. Can you explain a little bit by the textbook when you hear that?
What they're basically saying is that I've been taught how to box how can I explain this? So
Through a lot
by
of
like the basics. I've got the basics on point. So that's what they're basically expressing. And just if a guy fights by the textbook, he's a good fighter, because that's what boxing is about. You know, I'm following. So that's what boxing's about.
I love that. I love that you can hear that, especially, sorry, this is a reality show, I'm about to go ham. When you hear that about a black brother, it's beautiful. It's actually very beautiful. Why? Because we don't often get to hear things like this on our TVs or on our YouTube channels, where we hear that a man's been actually educated in his sports, not just by his talent, but also by the articulate side of it, of learning, the integrity of the learning side of it, picking up on the skills, listening to your coaches. And I believe your manager is, I forgot his name right now, but your manager, him and father and son.
Boxing manager, Dillian White.
Yeah, he's him and his son, in it. They manage you, both of them.
Just him.
Okay, but he's like, his son was a fighter as well before.
Oh no, that's my coaches.
That's your coaches,
coaches, yeah.
Yes.
Jim McDonnell and his son James and Tom. Yeah.
I really like what they did there as well. I like the who did you have with you when you was fighting? Because what I can hear at the back was, "Oi, get off him! Oi!" I was there screaming myself, but I could hear the commentators at the back. But it wasn't the commentators; it was the people watching. But because of the social distance, I couldn't make up. Who was it? Who did you have with you? Who did you go
my
with?
3 cornermen, I had Jim McDonnell, his son Jay, and my cutsman Michael, Magic Hands. Yeah.
Wow, your cutsman as well. So you get treated just right there on the stage. Everything happens just right
there.
there.
Just if any cuts do happen, we got someone there just prepared. You know what I mean?
His name's Dave.
No, his name's Michael.
Yeah. I can imagine Michael sitting like that with his fist, getting no cuts, where Michael's just like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna go home soon. Maybe a bit of ice. But it was really good. It was such an achievement. How did you feel the moment where they lifted up your hands and they said that you have won? Because obviously you already knew you won, because it was the 5th round that you took control, I believe. The 5th round when you took control of everything. That's the first time I hurt him. But you know what? Watching the fight back, I hurt him. I think it was the 4th round before then as well. If you watch the fight carefully, he started holding. So I always knew I had the power to hurt him. Yeah, you don't have to get told off a couple of times in the ring as well.
Yeah. He was, when the ref saying break, he was punching. And that's boxing.
Wow. So apart from boxing, now Mr. Congo, what do you do? What else do you do? Like, do you go out with your friends? Do you be drinking? Obviously, you can't drink, but like, what do you do? Say like you go out with your friends and say like they're drinking. What do you do like on your normal day if you wasn't to go boxing? What would you do?
All depends. Just remember, we're all grown, so people got work to go to. True. So the same way they're going to their 9 to 5 is the same way I'm going to my 9 to 5. But my 9 to 5 is different, you know. So I'm always in the gym regardless.
True. Gotta keep fit. But according to the 16 months out and coming back with that comeback, I think your fitness level is high. And then watching your social medias as well, I see that you are in the gym a lot. You do send out motivational quotes as well through your socials.
Of course.
Like Chris does put out there, because I do follow him, he does put out their motivational quotes. He is a big influencer in terms of healthy eating as well, I believe.
Yeah.
You eat real well, your dieting is very strict. I believe, do you create
Has
that
to
dieting
be.
yourself? Or is it given it to you?
My sister, she's a nutritionist and she's a foodie. So
Okay. What's your sister's name?
Nancy.
Nancy.
So she's on Instagram at Fitso Kitchen.
Fitso Kitchen, guys.
Fitso, yeah,
Make sure you
so-
go look for Fitso Kitchen if you want to eat what Chris is eating to get to the level, which I don't know, but you know what I mean. Go look for Fitso Kitchen, and you get all the healthy eating there. Sometimes I ask myself, isn't Chris gonna put meat with that? Chris, don't you miss your meat? Sometimes, or do you mix some type of different type
no,
of meat?
I don't.
Chickpeas.
I don't do no red meat in boxing camps. Reason being, I think for me, it slows my body down.
Wow.
So take away the red meat, no steaks, no nothing. I do like to do the vegan diet, pescatarian diet. They're my two main aspects in me. Reason being, it keeps my energy levels quite high. So that's where I want to be, you know, keep my
in
energy
terms of
levels high,
iron and all that.
100%.
Wow, that's beautiful. Do you eat chicken at least?
Yeah. That's got to be
You gotta
done.
eat chicken. Who don't eat chicken? Gotta eat that chicken, you know what I mean? Oh wow. So what else apart from, do you eat chips?
Chips?
Yeah,
No,
I
not,
love chips.
Not,
I mean,
not
I
in
have no
camp.
chill when it comes to chips.
Not in camp, no.
You can't, but you do eat it.
Yeah. Out of camp, yes.
Some chicken sometimes, you know what I mean? Gotta have that.
Of course, a bit of Nando's, peri chips.
Yeah.
come on, you know the
Talking
vibe.
about Nando's. So after your fight, I was there praying Chris's snap, and I saw that he got, who was sending you those Nando's vouchers?
The marketing team, so they just sent it just to say like well done on the fight and stuff.
Wow, so Chris has got a whole heap of Nando's vouchers. I was gonna say ladies, but let's go back and ask ladies. Before I say ladies, is there a lady?
It's a bit of a sticky one still. Yeah.
Okay, but emotionally speaking, have you ever been hurt?
Have I ever been hurt? Yeah. I'm 27, so of course I've been there, you know.
Oh, so Chris has been hurt too before.
It's life, innit? Life experiences.
The reality of life, it is life, you know. I'm not gonna sit here like I ain't been hurt before. I've been hurt too. But how'd you deal with that hurt?
Just move on, innit? That's the only thing you can do. You stay there reflecting on the time and reflecting on what could have happened.
Energy.
You know what I mean? You're just draining your energy and you're thinking about it. Take your mind off it. Go do something. Take a flight. Do this, do that. Activities. There's loads of things you can do. So, yeah, man. After a certain amount of time, time heals, innit? They say.
Yep. Time does heal. Time really does heal. It really, really does heal. And then there's a picture of Mr WBO. I think I've seen you this picture before.
Which one is that?
The one where you're slightly wet after coming off a jet ski, you said.
Oh, yeah.
With a picture like that, you can't be there dwelling for too long.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even notice what was. I was mainly looking at the picture to say, yeah, I'm happy that I'm still in shape. But
Obviously, the ladies was not.
yeah, you lot were looking at something else, so
How
it's a
did
bit
your
mad.
DMs feel?
But I don't even look at that stuff.
Yeah, you got to be very disciplined with that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
No, that's good, because there's a picture, yeah, that you lot, if you see it, that picture is something out of a, ladies. WBO, but in a different way. And I'm really gonna say you're in really good shape, really, 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 really good shape, Mr. WBO.
Thank you.
I'm quite sure the ladies are loving it right now too, as you see it on the screen, eh? Mr. WBO, eh? Oh, apart from all of the madness, apart from the sports and everything, I'm gonna now try and just be funny with you, Chris, and just get a glimpse of Chris and his funny side.
Go ahead.
Do you dance?
Nope.
Why not?
Man, don't dance.
Why? You come out to a song that's nice on your fight. What was it? Who was it by again?
Diggity, boy.
Yeah. What? My son loves that song. I can't get the gist of what it's about really, but it's something, it's really nice, and it's got kind of like that kind of move to it, Chris, so you don't even...
Yeah, it's got that.
What's
What's that artist called? He does the bot.
Gunlean
his
and Bob.
name, yeah.
Gunlean and,
It's got that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, so wouldn't you kind of... So you were just all about I'm going to walk to this song, right, I'm coming out, we're going to get on that ring, and I'm going to punch this nigga's face out, and that's it.
Yeah, I was just on smoke still. I didn't care about anything.
See, if that was me now in the back coming out, I'll be like, all coming out, do some dancing, but it's a shame Chris don't dance. Would we ever get him to get you dance?
No.
Wow. What music does it take to get you dance?
No music.
Technically, he doesn't dance. I even tried to say what music gets him dancing.
I'm too chilled out. I'm too chilled out for that.
So, it's a shame. Hopefully one day we'll get Chris dancing, guys. The dancing. I was asking about the dancing. Yes, because I wanted to know if you've got your movement skills. Because the way you move too slick, obviously, I thought too slick comes with maybe you move with the dancing as well. Because the way you do fight, I'm not going to lie, you have slick movements, Chris. And I think your long legs really help you out a lot, because you come from one angle to another angle and you make a man miss and go into the ropes.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to drop out.
Drop out where?
The ring, yeah.
I use the ropes as an advantage as well. That's what they're there for, isn't it?
Wow. That's a new technique there. So Chris don't dance, but he's slick in the ring anyways. Wow. So doesn't it, when you're working out, involve doing some workout in the gym, doing some like movements according to songs?
Yeah, but that's when I'm in the gym.
So you're dancing a little bit there?
Not really, no, but we're moving, innit?
So you've never taken a lady out for a dance?
Obviously, if I'm out, you might catch 2-2 wine, you know what I mean? But that's about it.
So Chris does the whining, because the whining means you don't have to whine. But that's a good one though. That's a real good one. Apart from like going out with your friends and that, and doing all these other stuff that you do, like I said, you don't dance, you just do the gymming, and you're strict on your diet, and you obviously, like you said, you spend most of your time in the gym. Like family life, what time do you spend with your family?
I spend a lot of time with my family. When I ain't in the gym, I'm indoors. So I love spending time with my nephews, and just family in general. I've spent a lot of time with family since the lockdown as well. So that's been good. Found out a lot just about everything, really.
Yeah, because you're all underneath each other's noses now. So you've got to know, Auntie Sophia last month bought a purple hat.
I get you.
You get it? Like I found the lockdown has actually helped us in terms of bonding and rediscovering our like family members, because everyone's obviously reaching out to everybody. Everyone's trying to find out what everyone's doing. Even with like your other like people that you've trained with, people you haven't seen in a while, do they reach out to you?
Yeah, of course. I've had a lot of people reach out to me, and it's just good to be back in contact, you know.
Yeah. I suppose the lockdown has had its beneficial sides, where it's got its downsides. In terms of social distancing, what have you been able to do? Have your coaches or your managers been very strict on you? Like in terms of you can't go to certain places where, because I believe you're traveling to Portugal to do your training, right?
Yeah.
Mr WBO has made time for us tonight, but he's actually supposed to be in Portugal right now doing very, very intense training, because you've got a fight coming up as well.
Yeah.
So I'm very honoured. Like, we're very honoured and Express Yourself. We're so honoured to have you here. And like this time that you're not in Portugal, like if you're in London, what would you be doing? Like, you live in Bermondsey. Do you often come in London to do like activities, or do you just stay in Bermondsey? Where do you gym?
I train in Club KO, which is at Buckhurst still. Sometimes you might catch me in Croydon as well, and I do my strength and conditioning at Circulate and Stars Gym. So they're all in the Battersea area.
That's really nice. And I suppose these are very big gyms.
Yeah, they're all good gyms and stuff. So.
Very private gyms, ladies. So even if you stand outside, you're not going to get seen. Stand there. It's low. Was that low? When I whisper, is it low? Okay, so ladies, and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break now. After we come back to you, we're going to ask Mr. Chris some more questions and hopefully get him laughing so we can see his dimples.
Yeah.
So as the day-to-day training goes with you, Mr. Congo, like what do you do? What's your routine in your day-to-day training? Like what do you often work on more?
It's not often working on more, it's just the type of training we're doing. It all depends. Like I said, sometimes I train up to 3 times a day.
Wow.
So that consists of running in the morning, might do whatever, it's
personal effort?
5-6 miles. No, that's early on the road.
Wow.
In the morning, do my running. Around 12, I might be in the gym, boxing, doing a bit of technique. And then in the evening, I might do a strength and conditioning session, build up my conditioning, endurance and stuff, so I'm able to last. So yeah, that's sort of like a day-to-day for me.
That's all right. That's all right. So 3 times a day, wow. It's
Yeah,
really a strict regime sometimes, isn't it?
So it's not easy.
And I guess it's more like sometimes it's your personal effort as well, because you have to get up, you have to go, you have to make time for it.
Of course.
And you have to show the effort,
100%,
which is really, really,
100%.
really good. It's dedication, isn't it?
Of course, dedication.
And in terms of a really healthy eating diet that we spoke about,
Yeah.
and you being Congolese,
Yeah.
what type of meals do you miss, Mr. Congo? Like me, like Tabala is nice and grizzly, like Taba is like lamb meat, barbecued. Oh, Mr. Congo.
Yeah,
How do you feel when you see everyone else eating that?
definitely miss that, of course. That's one of my favorites. So yeah, I definitely miss that. A bit of chili powder on top as well. Mad. You know
That's
what I
not
mean?
good for your heart, for palpitations and everything.
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course. But out of camp, I can do that, you know.
But once in a
But
while.
no, not even once in a while. I can do it whenever, but I choose to go once in a while. But when you're talking about in fight camp, I leave that out totally.
Wow. So when you talk about fight camp, do you stay in the camp?
No, fight camp is like a 8-week program. So just say I got a fight in 8 weeks time.
Sorry.
Then I dedicate myself to eat a certain way, be in bed by a certain time, training at this time. What am I doing in training today? Okay, we're doing this. So it's all set out and scheduled. Now it's not do whatever you want, which a lot of fighters do that. They don't really go to the gym when they ain't got no fights coming up. But for me,
they just take their time.
I like to stay ready because you never know when the phone's gonna ring. You never know what opportunity could come at that moment in time. And if you ain't ready to take that opportunity, it might not even come again.
Yes.
So you have to be careful.
And as a boxer, who really inspires you a lot? Like, who do you look at that you could say has influenced you in boxing as well? When you, other than yourself, because we know that you've got the it. Now we want to know who do you look at as well that you can say that, yes, this person has done some of the stuff that I want to do, or they're doing, and I don't mind, like, if I was to have that same level of achievement. And I know probably when we talk about same level of achievement, we're talking about more, obviously, because I know you're thinking higher perspectives for yourself.
Of course.
And I know that you're a lot younger, you've got a lot more energy. So obviously maybe someone you might look at might be someone older, but who?
In terms of fighters, I like to see myself looking up to like people like obviously Floyd Mayweather, Andre Ward, Tyson Fury, your Anthony Joshua's, your Dillian Whites, of course. People that are at the top of the food chain. So that's all I watch really. I just watch a lot of top fighters. If you're talking about old school fighters, talk about Mike McCollum, Sugar Ray Leonard, James Toney, Roy Jones Jr., all the top dogs, you know, that's been there and done it. So yeah.
They're want to try saying that. Like I know all of them.
I could keep going. Vernon
Wow.
Forrest, Pernell
Like we
Whitaker.
said by the textbook. So the textbook has actually been studying other textbooks,
Of course,
which
of
is
course.
really good. Like they say, inspire to aspire, aspire to inspire.
Yeah.
I believe it goes vice versa.
Definitely.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So do you spend your time like watching just what do you watch on TV when you watch TV? Because I get the impression maybe you just watch boxing.
Yeah, I don't watch TV. I might watch a few Netflix here and there, but
What do you watch on
I like to study the game. So on Netflix, I think the last thing I was watching was Money Heist.
Okay.
That's a bad boy episode, like series. Sorry.
Yeah.
Money Heist. I was watching this other one as well, the Ozarks.
Okay,
I was watching the Ozarks. That was
that's okay. Yeah.
that was good for me. But apart from that, I think the main thing for me is just studying the game and watching the best fighters do it and trying to take little bits of their game and implement it into my own. So,
Makes sense.
I mean, if I can do that, then I'm alright.
Makes sense. I mean, what time do you have anyways to actually concentrate on the series? It's like you probably have to stop and come back. Come back because you've got such a strict regime sometimes if you're keeping yourself in that study of I'm gonna go to the gym at this time, I have to wake up at this time, so sometimes it's cutting into your leisure time.
Of course.
How does that affect your relationships if you do get into any?
Relationships are different, innit? But as an athlete and as a fighter, for a woman to be with us, they obviously have to have a level of understanding and a level of patience and also to know that, listen, this is my job, this is 9 to 5, this is what I do every day, especially for a fighter like me. I can't go to certain restaurants that you want to go to right now. I'm in camp, I'm focused, you know what I mean?
In terms of exposure as well.
Yeah, of course. So I can't do them things. I can't eat certain things. I can't drink certain things. You know. Wow. So a lot of the fun a lot of couples do in camp is limited for me. You know, and
it's all for the best.
All for the best. Like they say, as a fighter, if you're with a fighter, you obviously reap the rewards later on down the line. So. Yeah, but sacrifices have to be made, and it's like your 100%. Partner also has to sacrifice it too.
100%. I do feel like half of the time we do get into situations or maybe relationships where we do meet people sometimes they don't understand the sacrifice.
100%.
Has that ever been your situation?
Yep. There's been too many women that obviously think they come first before my boxing, but obviously that's their level of understanding. They don't understand the game the way I do, so I can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean it becomes a structure of living, I suppose, that you enter in and then you have to accept it. Like, you know that for example, now you're supposed to be in Portugal, so that person would have to obviously understand, like your missus would have to understand that he's going to travel. She's gonna have to have some type of understanding of loyalty, in the sense where if like you're not here, what she's to do and what she can't do, what she's to say, what she can't say, because obviously you're a big personality,
of course,
and you influence a lot of people. So your characteristics and what you show out there, whether it's through your relationship, through your family, or even through your friendships, is very important to your viewers.
100%.
And so I fully understand with that one. I fully understand. But doesn't it get on your nerves?
What do you mean? Like
having to always have to give, like, for example, your girl might be like, she might say certain things, like she might feel like she's not, you're not giving her enough time, but then you feel like on your day off you've got to rest as well, so it's taking a toll to have to go. I have to now go visit this person, like I'm in a relationship, I have to take my time now to go visit my girl, but I've just come from training and today I just want to relax. For example, today's Sunday, right? Today you might want to relax, but if you've got somebody and you're in a relationship, you have to go visit them.
Of course. But
then maybe you have to go with your family.
You
live a very hectic life.
It's very hectic, but I mean, there's always time to be made, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't know. There's always, like I said, there's always time to be made. Something can happen.
That's true.
But not as frequent as they might want it.
Yes, of course.
Because of the training and and
of
stuff.
course.
But there is times as well where I do get days off.
Yeah.
So my coach might say, you train hard a couple weeks, you can have 4 days off. That's vital as well. So you want to be taking days off, let the body actually recover and let the body heal, because we put our bodies through major stress.
Yes, I can imagine your preparation if you was to do when you was coming up to the fight that you just recently had with Clay.
Yeah.
Like, how long did you prepare for? Like, how intense was it? And then how long did you get to rest before the fight?
That was a 10-week camp, or maybe even longer. So I was training for 10 weeks prior to the fight.
10 weeks straight?
Straight, yeah.
Wow.
So I got a few days off during the 10 weeks. Like my coach was there, have 4 days off, or have 2 days off, or have a day off. You're tired. So my coach knows, your coaches are supposed to know their fighter's body quite well, because they're with you every day.
Yes.
They're the people that's with you.
They're observing
literally.
you.
So they know your ins and outs, what you're good at, what you're not so good at. So,
they see your flaws and they see everything.
Yeah.
Progression.
Of course. So, it's just that.
So whilst watching Chris train on his social medias, obviously, because that's where I follow him most, and I've seen that he goes through some certain different type of procedures in terms of relaxation, and I really wanted to ask about one that I saw on your snap, which was cupping. I believe you said it was cupping.
Yeah.
So can you just explain to us what that cupping is?
Okay. There was 2 types of cupping. There was the normal cupping and there was the dry cupping. So the dry cupping, what that does is it basically sucks a bit of the muscles into the cup. And then once it gets released, the muscles get released also. So it kind of like stretches the muscles out and makes them more relaxed.
Okay.
And the other one, where you saw the blood coming out of my back and my head, what that does, it releases all the bad blood and toxins in your body.
Oh wow. Is it done with syringes or anything?
Releases that out. No, it's done with cupping.
Just
but
cup.
What the physio does,
Okay. Does an incision.
cut a bit of your body, and what that does, he puts the cup in and it sucks the bad blood out. And
wow, that's very interesting. So it's not just the physique part that we see, that like sweat coming out, there's also blood involved where you have to obviously cleanse yourself. So it's a cleansing process, I guess, that you would call it, which is really good actually. How would you feel after? How do you feel after it? Sorry, not how would you feel. Like, how do you feel after having your cupping done?
You just feel fresh. You feel released. Yeah, you feel relieved.
Like what type of relief? Because like for someone like me who doesn't do cupping, how would you describe it?
Like you'll feel like a brand new person.
Oh wow!
So it's actually good. Like you'll have lots of energy after as well. So
I think I need to get me some cupping.
Of course.
I really need some cupping. I think we need to organise some cupping. Because
Yeah,
the only thing I see is my GP trying to take blood.
Yeah, no, I can sort that out.
This is the part of life we don't hear about, so it's very interesting. So you don't get kind of little different type of nice treatments there, Chris. I think I need to get myself in a really good sport so I could get some nice little therapy treatment.
Yeah, of course.
So that's all right. And you get massages and all of that.
Get sports massages. I go to the chiropractor as well. So yeah, anything that I feel like can help me and benefit me in the ring, I'm gonna do it.
That's crazy. I love that. I love it. And obviously with your dieting, is it strict water? Because today we put Chris water, guys. I didn't know whether I could buy Lucozade or whether I could buy like nourishment. So it's just strict water.
Whatever. I could add a nourishment,
You could add a nourishment as well.
I could have done
See, we need to have a show where I put some nourishment in my decor over there. I'm gonna have some nourishment for you. What's your favourite nourishment?
Banana.
The banana one. I don't like the banana. What's wrong with the strawberry one?
Banana's just better, innit?
Yeah. I don't really like the banana one. I don't even like nourishment. I don't even like nourishment to be like. I just know that sports personnel take it, like they drink it, and it's good. It's like before they started doing all this protein stuff and all that nourishment was something which a lot of people used to take,
Yeah,
which was really good. No, so do you like enjoy going to the gym every day? It must get boring, Chris.
Well,
Don't you get up some days and you're just like, oh, I don't want to go?
yeah, of course. Well, if I don't have them days, then that means I ain't working hard enough. You know what I mean?
You gotta have those. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, because some of us, we go to a normal job, we'd be getting up and we'd be like, I don't want to go. Just want to stay in my bed, I want to sleep. Like, today's not my day kind of thing. But with you, it's like, I feel with sports, it's like, it's that dedication every day. Every day. Every day. Consistency. When you don't go to the gym for like a week, for any example, or anything happens, how do you feel when you go back? You feel like you got to catch up?
Yeah, you feel like you got to catch up, and you feel like you've lost your touch a little bit, but that's never the case.
What was that you lifted up the other day? I mean, the other day I was watching Chris's snap, and there was a set of weights that he lifted. That looked like something. How much was that?
Deadlift 200 kg.
Wow. Now, I saw that and I thought to myself, as a boxer, when you're lifting those things, like the weights up, doesn't it, like, because I get boxers do more of that. So when you lot are doing weights, how does that help?
It depends what kind of weights we're doing. Is it for strength? Is it for endurance? Is it for power? You know, you just never know. So yes, I mean, for me, I like to work on power.
Okay.
So for me, it was more of a,
because you are Mr. Control, as you see in the ring.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
I like that. I love that. What type of music do you like?
I listen to a bit of everything.
Like
rap, hip hop, R&B, gospel. Yeah, a bit of everything. Slow jams here and there. Not like your kind of slow jams.
When you say that, what do you mean?
The female kind of slow jams is too much.
What do you mean? What type of slow jams do you listen to?
What type of slow
Give me
jams
a
do I
name of a
listen
slow
to?
jam that you listen to, and I'll give you a name of a
You
slow
know what?
jam
I wouldn't say slow jams, but old school R&B is my type of vibe.
Oh wow!
Yeah, old
That's
school
my type of vibe though.
90s R&B as well. Old school hip hop is my type of jams.
Was it Jada Kiss you was listening to last
Jada
time
Kiss, Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep.
Yeah, Styles P, Sheep Reach, the American kind of vibe, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So you like the old school?
Yeah, everything. House, a bit of house can go
like
down
house
as well. Yeah.
But hang on, Chris doesn't dance, but he likes house. How does that work out? How do you jam to it? Like, how do you jam to a house tune? Like, if I'm listening to Fish Go Deep, for example, that's one of my favorite house moves. Like, I'm like, you know, you gotta
vibes
be like,
and your vibes and
like,
yeah, of course.
say like he was right here, and it was to turn on some music, Chris. How would you vibe?
How would I vibes? It
Just like
depends.
this.
But right now,
Chris would be like,
right now, I'm just in a calm state of mind, so I'm just calm, innit?
see, me to put on some music right here. I'm up here, I'm dancing, I'm doing the splits. I'm doing Run DMC, Can't Touch This. I'm all over the gaff, I'm everywhere. Do you get me? I love dancing. I love dancing. I'm quite sure you see me on my snap. I'm always dancing. I love dancing, but Chris doesn't often watch my snaps, obviously. Only I have to, for Chris to watch something, you have to send it to him. But I asked Chris a question going about Snapchat and music. Sometimes you put music out there and you put like quotes. Is it expressing your moments, like your emotion at that time, or is it just a thought?
Maybe, but maybe I just like the bar or what's been said, and
yeah, because you
pick
pick particular bars sometimes.
I can relate to it at that present moment. Do you get what I'm saying?
Makes
Especially,
sense.
I might put Meat Mill because I love my Meat Mill. I might put a Meat Mill something. I can't remember the last
last
snap that or the last one you saw. What was the last one you saw?
Hang on, go to my Snapchat. I see it. But whilst I'm going to my Snapchat to see it, when you talk about like slow jams,
Yeah.
what type of slow jams you listen to? Like, what's your slow jams?
You know what?
I want to tap into what makes him smooth and groove.
I got a playlist that I took from Spotify.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's just something that I play, you know. Got some old school Genuine and Brandy on there, all of that slow stuff.
Yeah, those are my people still. I love Genuine and I love Brandy. I gotta say I love them.
Of course.
Good inspiration.
You found
and
the
good
snap yet?
vibes. No, I haven't found the snap yet. I don't know if it's gone. But I found one of food. I found one of food and I found a bit of meat. It says something about first meal of the day.
Yeah.
Now here Chris has got a bit of salad, cucumbers, I see some breadcrumbs.
Yeah, no, that's halloumi.
Halloumi.
A bit of halloumi, a bit of shawarma.
Oh yeah, shawarma, yeah, I see.
That was lamb and chicken. That was nice.
Was that the last meat you ate?
Yes, that was.
Wow, and guys, this was in October.
We are in October though.
Huh?
We are in October.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying at the beginning of October that this was like, I can't imagine my life without meat for a week.
You know what?
Like, I need my meat.
I think
But
I got
obviously, I understand where Chris is coming from, but
the last snap I put up
of the songs.
of the song.
Guys, this is a reality show, so we're checking our snaps right now. You got to check yours.
Okay, so the last song that I see and I saved the snap was Pot of Paper.
Okay.
And in the bar, he goes, "Money make your own bitches start begging you back. I need a house on the hill, something semi-detached."
Okay.
So I could relate to the house on the hill. And obviously the other one was, I could relate to that too.
Cool. See? But it's good to know because sometimes we do watch our influencers or somebody who we like to follow and we ask ourselves often, did he just put that out there? Or is he feeling that right now? Because sometimes you want to relate to the person who you're watching and it's good to know. It's good to know that sometimes you do project yourself and how, and obviously, like I said, you do put out positive quotes, so you do show your emotions to who are watching, and you do consider those who are viewing what you're projecting out there, which is really good. And I really do admire that because a lot of people they have their social medias and they don't really care about their viewers. They're just out there and they're doing whatever they want to do. They're saying whatever they want to do. But you're considerate because I see you're all-rounder because you do different genres of music. That's why I asked you. You do different captions of pictures.
What's been your favorite type of music you've heard me put up?
I can actually say I'm not really into the hardcore rap, so I don't listen to it deep down.
Okay.
So even with the grime, I haven't really been in there lately. I'm really old school. I'm really dead a bit, like. So every time I've got to listen to music, when I listen to you listening to it, I'll listen to what you listen to. And I'll listen to the lyrics and perhaps I'll listen to the tone, the bass and the trombone and the beat itself, and I'll take from that. So don't really tune into the music that you project, but I like it in terms of when I'm driving and I'm chilling. I don't mind chilling to it. I don't mind listening to it. My little sisters and my little brothers are always on it. My older sister's always on it. I'm just the dead one in my family. I think sometimes I need to get in there with my music again and kind of enhance myself. But I've been so focused with other stuff. Like, look at me. I'm here, asking Chris about music. But if you ask me to pick a latest song, I'll go pick something like a Beyonce song. Because I'm that rubbish. I'm really rubbish when it comes to music. Okay. Really rubbish. But I do take two words, and I do take, especially lyrics. Lyrics take me on. If the song's got really good lyrics, then you've got me. More than the beat. The lyrics have to count, because obviously what the lyrics are saying to me has to dig into my soul, because I'm a soulful person when I listen to music, you see.
Right, nice.
Yeah. So I take to it like that. But when I go out, I dance to anything. I listen to anything. I'm versatile. I go into my hair shops and I'll be like salam alaikum and they've got the chantings and I'm there listening to it and I'm vibing with it. I love it. Like, I'm just versatile when it comes to music. So I wouldn't really say, I will go back and say I don't tune into everything, but I tune into everything.
I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, so what about our culture? Because obviously, guys, I'm half Angolan, half Congolese. And Chris is Congolese.
Yeah.
So his name is just not Chris Congo. He's actually from Congo, but his name's Congo as well, Chris Congo.
Yeah.
So it's actually fascinating to meet someone who's from Congo. But I've asked you this question before. Would you ever come out in a ring, like to the ring with a Congolese track?
You know what? You never know one day what can happen.
Yeah?
I was
love to see
gonna
that.
do it. I was gonna do it once, but nah, I had issues with management. You know what I mean?
I would love to see Chris come out and say coffee all over me there or something like that. Just come out in the ring and be like, "Rah!" Like, what? Did you hear coffee over there? Like Chris with the coffee. I would love to see that. But apart from that, at home, do you listen to it?
Nah, not really.
Is it?
I'm not too into it.
How about like any type of Congolese music?
Like who? Give me names.
Fali. Fali was an artist. Like a lot of young people listen to him.
Yeah, there's a few tunes, but not. I wouldn't name them, or I wouldn't. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll
Obviously,
just
I know. I
know.
can tell already you're very like into a certain genre of type of music, and maybe that one you don't explore it as much. But who do you chill with that explores it a lot and then brings you into it? Do you have to be around a certain selective amount of people, like a selective, like not amount, like a selected group of people? Can I say?
I've got to
like
be around, my family, or maybe around Congolese people.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to say that I'm always with a bunch of Congolese people in that sort of community sense, but if they're listening to it, then it's calm.
And you just vibe and you take
I'm
to
vibes
it,
and
maybe something you like, you might be like,
or maybe it's the artists that I'm with who are into Afro beats. Then maybe like that as well. Yeah.
That's really nice. Really, really nice to hear. So your outfit that you wore at your fight, what inspired you? Because there was a certain type of material, and I kept on asking you because it wasn't just a normal pair of shorts. It was fur, and I'm a very material person. Like in terms of, I like texture. I really like feng shui. I like suede. I like, even like how I sleep. I love my Egyptian cotton and stuff like that. So that was something as a lady, obviously, you want to watch and see.
Of course.
So I see that, and obviously I see that you like. Why did you pick that? You could have come out in suede. What was that?
The main reason of coming out in the shorts was to visualize a certain performance and how I wanted to perform. I wanted a top class performance, which I did, but I believe it could have been better if I was more active.
What's better?
I'm very hard on myself at times. I believe that performance could have been better, and
it's actually really intriguing because some people just pick, maybe you could have said it was your favorite color, but to actually know why you picked it and to know like how you visualized it and what you wanted to achieve in terms of I'm wearing this. So how you dress actually helps with your
I'm a big believer in visualization as well.
That's true.
Like they say,
that's true. I fully understand that. I get really passionate with that one because I'm a visual stylist. I've got a visual consultant. That's what I do in media. So I decor.
Believing in it. So if you can see something and you believe it, it can happen. Put it in the universe and watch it happen. So
true.
That's what I've done.
I see you tap into your spiritual side a lot. It seems like a lot of decisions you make, is really inspired by like your spiritual side. Like you really dig in deep. Like you don't just make a decision and snap. It's really good.
Yeah, of course. Always have good company around you.
Positive,
just things like that. So I'm not a person to really rush into decisions. I like to take my time, especially especially for boxing as well. I took my time in making certain decisions. And yeah, so some decisions, they're there for the taking as well. So you gotta act fast, but sometimes you do have to sleep on it.
Yeah.
And actually think, is this the right way to go? You know. So
that's perfect. That's actually perfect to know that, because sometimes what happens is with this type of sports, we do hear about it. I'm not saying I haven't got no reference to this, but we do hear that sometimes it's like you do sometimes become out of yourself and you become another person. So becoming another person, sometimes you lose yourself, and being that you have not lost yourself, it's such an art, because in the art of war is remaining, but receding, but still remaining who you are.
of course.
And some people lose who they are in terms of their career, but you've actually stuck your ground.
Yeah.
And like I sense, like your family must have a lot to. They've really planted a good tree in you.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way I've been brought up, and like I said, little things like winning the belt here, I've visualized having the belt already. So when it comes, it's not that
It wasn't a shock.
It wasn't a shock. 1 and 2, I already know the end goal, and this is just one of them. So
Amen.
I can't keep celebrating on just this one belt.
Yeah.
And we gotta move on and plan the next move. It's like
Must have said to Chris, break this belt.
it's like when I won it, the week after the fight, all week, my phone was going off.
Wow.
I didn't stop once. And when I was at home, I'll get phone calls like, yo, Chris, where you at, man? I'm just at home. People actually ask me, what are you doing at home? Like I should be partying from Monday to Friday. Because of this belt. But I was actually plotting on my next move and trying to see who else is there out there to face, and what's the best move to go, you know. So that was my aim. I was actually chilling and thinking, well, I need to, you know,
producing yourself, preparing yourself.
And obviously don't want to get lost in the sauce just because of one belt.
Interesting.
So you wanna
very interesting.
Keep the momentum going.
Yes.
Get more belts. There's more belts to collect.
I have high hopes for Chris. I know he's already got his own high hopes, and I know he's a man with ambitions and he knows where he's going. But I said to Chris, this belt, there's going to be a better one. Let me get a glimpse of this one before it goes. So bring it to the show, because I don't know where I might see you again. Like I said, he's supposed to be in Portugal right now. Like I might not see you again, and I'm loving it. It's so nice and shiny, and it's got the blue pearls in there, the diamonds in it. If you guys can see this belt and hold it, it's so heavy. How'd you wear it around your waist?
I mean, it's normal.
Well, it's nothing compared to the weights you're lifting anyways at the gym, innit?
Yeah, I know. So it's calm, but it's actually quite heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah.
It's heavy. I tried to carry it. I mean, it's weighing a lot, guys. It weighs a lot. And wow, to know that now, I know when a boxer wins a match and then they put it around his waist, I know that you've really been like tied out, and then you've got to wear this again. It's annoying. And you've got to walk down the steps, come off the ring, get to the changing room, then have to take it off. But it's a joy to have, and it's a blessing.
Of course.
And it's an achievement, and this is your achievement.
Thank you.
Well done. Well, so now we've come to an ending of our reality show with Chris. We've asked a couple of questions. Hopefully we hope to have Mr WBO back here on our platform, or maybe in another location, but together to find out more the proceedings of his career, where he's going and where he is at that moment, because obviously we know where he is right now, but we know there's bigger things to come, like Mr. Chris Kongo.
Yeah, talk to me.
Thank you for coming tonight, but is there any advice from your sports, from people watching you that want to probably get to your level? What would you give them? What are you giving back to them?
First of all, to be in a sport of boxing is not easy. It takes hard work and dedication. It takes patience, persistence, and determination. And the main thing is the will to win.
Yeah.
You got to be in it to win it. You have to be confident. You got to say, yeah, I'm going to beat all these guys. No one's going to beat me. So that, and also you need to ask yourself, is this what I really want to do? Because it gets hard, man.
Yeah.
It's not every day that you go in the gym is going to be your day. You know, there's days where, listen, you're going to get your ass kicked, and you're going to actually think to myself, raw, boy, do I really want to do this?
True.
There's days sometimes I go home, I think, ooh, yeah, I need to tighten up today. If I don't tighten up,
Do you beat yourself about it?
Yeah, of course, all the time. Sometimes I think, raw, today was a hard day, you know. Okay, but yeah, man, it's all about hard work and dedication in the sport of boxing and longevity. It's not just fight by fight, but it's a lifestyle. We train all year round. We don't just train for one fight. I said in one of the interviews, I said, I don't train for a fight. I train for my whole career. Amen. So even if I ain't got a fight coming up, I'm still doing some sort of training. I'm still active.
You was prepared.
I'm always trying to better myself in the gym every single day. So that's what it's about. And if that's what you're about, and if that's what you want to do as a person, then by all means, go full steam ahead. Don't be half-hearted. You can't be half-hearted in the sport of boxing. If you're half-hearted, you find your ass on the ground in the ring. So you just got to be in it, you know.
I feel that. Anyone watching you out there, like your social media platforms, the people watching you on Snap, that's going to watch this interview on Snap, they're going to watch it on YouTube, they're going to watch it, and we're going to share it. You want to say anything to them?
Yeah.
Your manager, your sports team.
Catch me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter at 2SlickChris. So the number 2, SlickChris. I'm on Snapchat at Chris Congo. So you can find me on there. But yeah, man, shout out to Whole 9 Management, of course. Shout out to Team Dillian White, Maximum Violence. You know.
I love that name. Dillian White, you're naughty. Maximum Violence.
Maximum Violence.
That shows, they don't stop.
That shows we don't go in the ring to play. Someone's going down. And it ain't us.
Matchomania, but like with the boxings. Crazy, these lot are nuts. These lot are nuts. They enjoy the pain. I don't know why we'd be like, they enjoy it. They love it. Well, it was a pleasure having you here today with us. And it was a pleasure hearing more about you, things that you like to eat, what you like to listen to, if you had your heart broken, obviously like every human, yes. And how your dieting works out, how it affects your meals in terms of your culture. And it was really nice talking to you. Very laid back, I must say. I love Mr. Chris Congo's personality and personnel. And I really would like to thank his management team for giving him the opportunity as well to be able to come out due to this time we're having as well with the COVID. You find our show is going to be rolling every week. So keep catching us here and you're going to get more of Mr. Chris Congo, maybe extract if he allows us to appear at the gym one day to get him working out. So we get the difference between all of that, like the stamina working out, the what? You said the strength working out, because obviously there's a video that you lot have seen that's going to be on the screen that you lot have seen, and now you're going to be able to ask yourself, how does he take his time to do all these things? Obviously he's showing that it's determination and passion, and you have to be well driven, and like he said, you keep on going, you don't stop. And that's like with everyone watching this show. The purpose of the show sometimes is not just to watch what the artist on the platform or the influencer on the platform is saying. It's for you to take back what you've heard and then try to apply it for your own life. Express yourself with what you've heard. Tune into our show every week and come follow us on YouTube at Express Yourself, Empress Lena on YouTube, and also on Snapchat you find me at Lopez Automatique. That one you get at the end, you see at the bottom of the screen. And then you find me on Instagram at Exclude Magazine. Soon to come, we're gonna have the YouTube channel for the Express Yourself. All the programs and all the series will be on there. So keep tuning in and keep watching us and keep on expressing yourself. No matter what the world is throwing at you, keep expressing yourself. Chris, I lie?
Of course.
Freedom of expression. So they say we don't have it, but we have it.